Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's videos. You know, listen, these have become so popular. Originally, this generation of Corvettes, never really got a whole lot of love when the second generation were bringing huge money, and then the big blocks had gone to the wayside. But what's happened is, because these cars are great driving, and they're restored, and all they have is the kind of the luxury features and a performance drive to them, they become super exciting. Not to mention, they're not ridiculously priced at $100,000 for some exotic Corvette. So let's take a minute and look at this one here, especially since a lot of it was spent on the restoration. Believe it or not, this one here has been fully restored, and it shows every inch of the way, and I love it. And I have to tell you, I still love the factory rims on these things. It's one of those wheels that seems to have aged beautifully. All right, so come on up. This car is an original red car, and the paint is significantly nicer than it would have come from the factory circa 1982. And keep in mind also, when you're looking at a car like this is the last year for this model, so it makes it even more collectible, all right? Devoid of the chrome, these rims here have been refinished and polished with the right lug nuts. You can see the calipers inside here are painted. Not cheap tires, right? Goodyear Eagles on here. Crossfire injection. The 1 year for that, which is really nice. You hit the key, it fires right up. Doesn't matter whether it's cold outside or hot outside. Just has some great features. All right, so something else that's kind of cool too. This has mirrored T-tops, and then they come off super easy, super fast. They go in a little bag in the trunk, and then you can go ahead and you're already open motoring. Look how nice this is. It's wide open. It's like having a convertible, but with the safety of this roll bar inside here. So you get all that great, a great feature of that. All right, so let's take a peek under the hood. All right, so come check this out. This is a big deal too, and the reason I say that to you is this has all been rebuilt. The engine's been rebuilt, the transmission's been rebuilt, and it's all restored and detailed underneath here. You have no idea, if you've never done this before, how much all that costs to do. It's a lot. That's why the price of this car may be a couple $1,000s more than a regular one of this model, but the fact is it's had probably $25,000 spent on it restoring it. All right, so here, crossfire injection with the dual air cleaners, all right? And even the smog stuff is still here. So if you wanted to go to a show, it's got the right stickers in place, the decals are there, this car has air conditioning, it has power, four-wheel disc brakes, power steering. Just, believe it or not, way ahead of its time. Posi-Traction rear differential, four-wheel independent suspension. I'm sure I'm saying things 2 and 3 times over and over. We're just trying to tell you, man, these things drive really, really nice. If you've never thought about them, this is a great car to think about. The one thing that makes a Corvette is, if I was to remove this emblem, 99% of the world would know exactly what this car is from behind. It has a distinctive shape, it has that Coke bottle, and they say this was modeled after a woman's figure when this model came out. And I have to tell you, since I love women, I think that this is exactly what it says. It says, wow, those are nice looking hips. I wanted to show you also too, back here, this has all been restored. Okay, look how nice everything is. All new carpet, and the frames that are normally broken over time are all great. Even the chrome latch is done, the console's done, the back of the seat carpet is done. All new seat covers, carpeting up here. And this is one of those cars, like, this is one of those cars that you get in, and it almost feels like they put you in a car and then they built the car around you, because your arm sits perfectly on the wheel. Now, this has tilt wheel and it has telescopic steering wheel, okay, which is a really nice feature. Plus it has gauges, I mean real gauges, speedometer, tachometer, water, fuel, volts, battery, everything. Air conditioning like we talked about. This car has power windows, has power door locks. It's just loaded, loaded, loaded. Not to mention the T-tops that come off. And the fuel injection, like I said, is very nice, because when you start it, it just does this. It just starts right up. You don't have to touch the gas pedal or anything. Check out how good it sounds too. All right, so in closing up the video on this car here, we looked at a lot of the detail stuff that was done on it. The underneath is all detailed and painted. The paint job obviously is way nicer than it was circa 1982. And it's fully restored. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you see a car like this, you can't pay too much for a fully restored car. because you can't build one for anywhere near what one of these is selling for. So in this case here, if this is just a few bucks more than a car that hasn't been done, you need to buy this car because you know you're getting virtually a brand new 82 Corvette. Not to mention the last year, not to mention great colors, not to mention loaded with equipment. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.